So today I'm cooking a beef rump with a carrot puree, a gremolata, charred onions, and a beef sauce. I want my sauce to be like a massive, bold flavour. I'm going to use all the skin of the carrot and the tops as well. The skin and some offcuts of the onion and some of the celery and celery leaves, because that's going to give it a really nice, bold flavour. I've cooked some really great savoury dishes in this competition so far, but, I really want to ramp up the dish today and make it really restaurant quality.
That's it, Reese. Make it look beautiful.
I see the pork belly, so straight away I'm thinking I'm going to use the pork belly. I just need to make it in a way that makes sense, so I'm thinking dumplings. Yeah, Italian dumplings.
So I'm making pork dumplings today with a broth, a porky broth, so I'm roasting off the pork bones.
I think the inventive part of my dish will be the broth because I've used the flavours from spag bowl, but in Asian cooking. I just hope the flavours make sense to the judges and I get into the top 3 today.
Come on, guys.
15 minutes down, 45 minutes to go, yeah? Come on, let's move it. Time's flying.
I'm looking at all the ingredients and I'm thinking it makes good spaghetti bolognese, but at the same time I'm trying to process what am I going to make that's not spaghetti bolognese with these ingredients. I'm dreading this invention test right now. I have a mental block. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do with it. Really can't think of any ideas at this point.
So everything is working well at the moment. I think it all smells good and it tastes good as well. I've got my jus on, which is going to bring out a really bold, meaty flavour to the dish and some really nice saltiness. The carrots are nice and tender. I'm going to use that melted butter and a bit more butter just to blend them up into a really fine puree. Hopefully I can give it a really nice colour, but I also want a nice texture. Oh, yeah. My dish is meat and 3 vegetables. It's quite an old-fashioned dish, but today I want to amp my dish up and make it really restaurant quality. So I'm adding a charred onion. I think when you peel the petals apart, they look really pretty and I can use them as a flavour and a garnish on the plate. Oh, I'd love a second tin. I've been trying to work on it and come close a few times, so it's definitely a goal of mine.
Those look amazing. I'm cooking a dish that I've never done before, so I'm hoping that I get it right. Today I'm making guanciale and a cheese tortellini with a nice tomato sauce underneath that with some Parmesan crisp. For my filling, I've browned up some guanciale and I've added some onions and celery. It actually tastes all right. I love the balance of flavors in there. It's really nice and sweet and sour. I'm just hoping I'm being inventive enough and the judges like it too. It's really good. Oh, that's hot.
I've spent a lot of time on what to do. I go with making carrot noodles, but I'm a little bit lost as to what I could add to my dish.
It's just garnish.
It needs the sauce, but I'm still trying to figure it out.
You got this. It's fine.
I would love this dish to be tasty, got a good texture to the noodles, but I'm a little bit lost as to how it's going to plate up and finish because I don't see a complete dish, so I'm definitely worried.
I want as much colour on the plate as possible. So at the last minute, I decided to add the parsley oil. Really brings out a nice, vibrant green. And then I've got the colours of the carrot and the beef and some lemon, so it's going to be really appealing. The plate looks nice and fresh.
Final little touches, 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Your time's up.
Yours looks so good. Good job.
So, let's get the tasting underway. First up, Reese.
I'm really happy with the look of my dish and I think I've reinvented it quite well, but I'm hoping I've done enough to get into that top 3.
Lots of colour.
What's a dish, Reese?
It's a rump steak with the carrot puree, a gremolata and a jus.
The colours are just boom. Look at the colour of the carrot puree against that parsley oil. It looks spectacular.
Yeah, it looks absolutely delicious.
Is that a sauce? Yeah. Do you want to pop it on? Because I just want to tuck in it. love that. There's loads going on. Sweet carrot puree, you get that smack of salsa verde, parsley oil, nice jus, beautifully cooked steak. It's very Moorish, very delicious and beautifully done. Really good. Really good. I get to drink the sauce.
Yeah.
That's nice, isn't
really
it?
good. You brought us meat and three veg in a thoroughly modern, exciting way. I love it. I love the fact that the gravy is thick and rich and traditional. I love the fact that carrot puree is super smooth. It's a brilliant, kind of riotous plate of food, not only in colour, but also in terms of flavour. You surprised us in the most delicious way possible, Reese. Thank you.
Thank you. Really good. Next dish is sashis. Up you go.
I'm very happy with the dish I've come up with. It's original creation by me. Hopefully the flavors goes well with the rum.
What is it, sashi?
Pan-fried rum with anchovy butter, smoked carrot puree, and caramelized onion.
That looks beautiful. Look at that. Yum. The beef's really beautifully cooked, smashing. Love the anchovy butter. I like the smoked carrot puree that got under there, and I love the idea of those kind of really dark onions because you push them to the edge.
You hear the word smoked and anchovy butter and steak and caramelized onions, you're going, of course they belong together. And the flavours are smashing on that. Well done, Sashi.
Next up, Khan.
I'm really proud of what I'm presenting to the judges. I just hope the flavours are balanced.
So I've made a dark pork broth with roasted pork, crackling, and cute little dumplings.
Well, hello. Lots of carrots in the sauce.
Lots of carrot tomato sauce.
It's a carrot sweetness. It's really interesting. It's brilliant, and that sweetness is great. I know that we were concerned about the bitterness. The bitterness has dissipated, and it's surprisingly flavoursome. The pork, beautifully cooked. The crackling, super crunchy. Against the silkiness of the dumpling skin, wonderful.
I think it shows some lateral thinking, using the ingredients from that Bolognaise and coming up with something completely different.
Oh, we love it.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
I'm so happy right now. I'm keeping every finger, toe, hair crossed right now because I think that I'm in for a chance to be in the top 3.
That challenge polarised the room. Some of you struggled to rethink the ingredients into a dish in your style. Good news is, it wasn't the case for all of you. And 3 of you, in fact, excelled. If I call your name, please step forward. You are joining Gina in this week's Immunity Challenge. Reese. Reese, the dish of the day, the delicious combination of meaty, of fresh and sweet. Well done.
Thank you.
Just goes to show, eh? Stops doing desserts. He's pretty fancy as well. Next person in this week's Immunity Challenge is Sashi. Sashi, that steak was cooked absolutely perfectly. We also love the smoky puree, the anchovy butter, and of course the caramelized onions. And best of all, it had the sashi touch. Well done.
Thank you.
Also in this week's Immunity Challenge is Calm. Calm, you gave us a really nice combination of tender dumplings and sweet sauce. The 3 of you are joining Gina in this week's Immunity Challenge. Please step over.